Well, it was something that was in the pipeline for 2019, and of course we were going to do that, and then it was going to happen in 2020, but then of course COVID happened, so it was put on the back burner, and it was going to be a youth project. So fast forward 2 years, I was in a meeting and had the idea that we did go for it again, and then Calon housing said they'd like to get involved with us, so we collaborated, and as a result of that, now we drew together 40 groups and over 400 people across Blaenau, Gwent, and they've created the trail you see. We asked for I think there's about 800 Pom Poms, about 500 tassels. There was nearly 200 of the knitted hearts by the Women's Institute. And yeah, just lots of sculptural squares and the collars for the trees, and literally it's all been constructed. So yeah, it's been, yeah, but again it was it was a collaboration for the whole of the community, has been brought together and have created the trail. There was over 400 people within the borough that got involved, and the ages went from 5 years old up to 89. We also had all genders, all abilities. We also had a lot of young males and a lot of males were, when we were doing our detached teams, went out and worked with them in the rain with the awning and the van, and they were out in the evenings making pom-poms. So again, and they really enjoyed it, and when they're out now, they're actually asking to do it. So it's something potentially that will move forward. Also, as a result of the trail, we've got Wellbeing craft groups that have been set up now across the borough. And again, this will be all recycled and reused. It's going to be reinstalled in social services potentially, and other agencies around the borough, and potentially the college.
Well, originally Lynn Webb, who works with us in the youth service, she's had this idea for a long time in terms of trying to do something like this with young people, then bring the community together. And because of COVID, that wasn't able to happen. And so really, in the last few months now, that's when we've been able to support this for it to happen. Well, I think originally Lynn's idea, and then when she started working, with Calon to look at kind of how this could develop, it was seen as going to be a much smaller thing than it is right now. But it's just kind of grown and escalated because so many people wanted to take part, and it could well be that so many people have not had the chance to come together because of COVID as well, that it's been an opportunity to do something a bit different. There's been lots of individuals with all sorts of different needs really that have been able to take part in this, and I think that's the beauty of the project really, is that anybody could take part in it. It was an opportunity, it was making the actual things was more around bringing people together, or whether they want to do it on their own, or whether they want to do it as part of a community group. It meant anybody could take part, whatever their ability, their skill, their level of need really.